So here we go. All right. So the country's least affordable cities for rent right now, as of this was March 28th. So this is a little bit of an older article, but I thought it was necessary. Look at this. San Antonio, number one. Oh, no, it's Miami.
I was going to say, dude, don't scare me like that.
Miami, Los Angeles, Riverside, Tampa, San Diego, New York, Las Vegas, New Orleans, Orlando, and Phoenix. Why do I bring this up? And I think it's important because a lot of articles right now talking about rentals and everything are referencing back to this least affordable chart. Now, I have another article here. This is the same thing. So this is the 12 least affordable housing markets in the U.S. This is as of August 16th. So I'm going to go down the bottom here. Number 12, Boston. Do you think Boston?
How crazy is that? Median household income $79,797 and median house price $775,000. Like, who can afford that with that kind of household income?
It's insane. And I mean, that's why it's the least affordable. How do you think Austin's going to be on this list of least affordable? Just curious. And everybody talks about affordability in the Austin area. They talk about these things in the Austin area. Okay, look. Number one, talk about it's unaffordable. They say that incomes are not going up and the cost of living is extremely high. So I'm curious in the comments. I'm curious to hear from you. Where do you think Austin would be on the list of least affordable places to live? Just drop your comment below. Oakland, California, number 11. Most unaffordable or least affordable.
I feel like you're going to share all the very, very volatile markets that change in median house price like 100,000 by somebody sneezing.
Yes. That's interesting that you say that because we are going to get to this article right here. Oh, where's it at? Oh man, I can't. It says these are the 10 U.S. cities where housing markets are cooling the fastest. So you're beating me to the punch, but yes, some of these are still on that list too. So Santa Ana, California is 10. Anaheim, California. Man, California is really taking a beating on this list. But the median price in San Antonio is what right now?
$334,000.
The median price in the Austin area is about $500. The Austin area, $550 for Austin specific. San Diego, number 8 on this list, a place I used to live. I love San Diego still. San Francisco, 7. I could see that. Long Beach, California, 6. Hialeah, Florida, 5. 465 is not a bad.
I was going to say that's pretty low for median house price.
But they must not have a lot of like high paying jobs there because the median income's 40 grand. I mean, it's a pretty big jump from 70 to 40. Newark, New Jersey. We were just in New Jersey. I was just in New Jersey. 38,000 though. That's interesting.
There's a lot of rentals in Newark.
Is it? Okay.
I remember, yeah.
New York, number 3. Look at that. Where do you think it's going to be?
But it's like where New York? New York's a big place.
Yeah, New York's a big state. Los Angeles, maybe it's New York City. Median household income for Los Angeles is only 70 grand. I wonder what it is for Austin. It's higher. The median household for Austin's like 89,000 or 95,000, something like that. Miami, number 1. Look at that. Least affordable city, 44 to 610. So,
wow.
It's pretty interesting for a lot of, and this is what I've been saying for a while. People don't believe me is that Austin is a little more affordable than what people give it credit for. Depends on who you are. If I were to say to you, Trey, what do you think are the top 10 U.S. cities that are cooling the fastest? Oh, sorry, you couldn't read it. There you go. What do you think is in the comments below? What are the 10 U.S. cities that are price decreasing the fastest? So if I'm giving you this article and we're talking about Austin, do you think Austin is on this list? And Trey, where do you think San Antonio lands on this list?
I don't think San Antonio. I know San Antonio is not the top 10. If it is, I'm going to turn in my real estate license. just because I freaking track these numbers like
The new owner of Calvary Realty is Jeremy Knight. Okay. San Antonio has the best culture and for diversity.
Woo!
I mean, I'm not going to crap on San Antonio, but we have an event for our brokerage in San Antonio, and I'm inviting everybody to come to Austin because it's way more fun. But all right, I digress. Okay, so let's go. Let's start this list here. Oh, I gave it up. Seattle's number 1. If you saw the sneak peek, let's start at number 10. Tacoma, Washington. All right. So Washington's on the board once already. Northport, Florida, number 9. Oakland, 8. Phoenix, 7. If you remember, 2 of those were on this list for least affordable. Sacramento and Denver, number 5 for least affordable.
They tied for the worst.
Tied, yeah. And we've had Sacramento people on here before and Denver people. So what's interesting is a lot of people in Austin are leaving for Denver. So curious. Number 4, San Diego. Hey, Trey, by the way, did you see that Austin has the better taco city
my God, here we
from
go.
San Diego and San Antonio?
They obviously didn't visit San Antonio. They just, I don't know, Googled it or something.
Not many people saw my reel on that, but Austin was number 1. San Jose, number 3. Las Vegas, number 2.
Oh, Allison had it.
Look at that. Seattle.
Okay.
Not one Texas city was on this list. So let's actually look at the larger list. Vegas has to be on the list. Yep. Allison's right.
Good job, Allison.
Ernest says Austin's not on this. Must be. Yeah, man. Those Torchy's workers must be voting this list that list up because Torchy's is not my favorite. But all right, let's look at this list from Redfin. So here's what's interesting. If we look at this list, Austin is in fact in the top 20 list. But here's what's pretty interesting about this list. If you look at this list, only 2 Texas cities are on this list, Dallas and Austin. I would have thought Houston might have made this list just because the income is a little bit lower there compared to Dallas and Austin. But Dallas is number 20. Austin, if this was the top 12, Austin and Raleigh, North Carolina. But I'm curious to get your feedback on this and what you think about this, because obviously you're not in the Austin market, but would you have thought that Austin would have been, given all the news and negative press on Austin, but do you think Austin would have been higher on this list?
No, actually, because of all the tech booms that happened in Austin in the past 2 years, I really didn't expect it to cool down as much as it did. I got to say, man, because median house income in Austin, you know, just the job sources themselves, it's not what it used to be. I mean, Austin totally, I mean, in an outsider view, it totally flipped. And I really didn't think Austin would be on the list.
Yeah. You know, I think the list is really important because, look, if you're looking at places to start investing, these are places I'd keep an eye on, because if you're hoping to invest in an area where prices are declining and you can get back in, I mean, look, I think Austin may see a couple more months of declines, yet at the same time, I think, you know, if we look at the trends for the last few years, it's all over the board, but I think we'll probably see a good flattening for the rest of the year. I don't, you know, last year I had said, look, I think 2022, we don't see as high of appreciation, but we maybe see between 9 and 12%. Austin hit 5%. When those numbers came out a week ago. So it's pretty interesting to see, but Dallas definitely being on the list is eye-opening. Orlando, Florida, we have a lot of friends that have moved to Orlando over the last year. Jacksonville is on the list, pretty high up, you know, as well. Tampa Bay's on there. Bakersfield, California, the armpit of California, the worst place to live, in my opinion. A lot of people were telling me a week ago that Bakersfield, a lot of people from San Francisco are moving to Bakersfield. I highly doubt that. I wouldn't move from San Francisco to Bakersfield. I don't like San Francisco, but I would never move from Frisco to Bakersfield. So anyway, any additional thoughts on this before we keep rolling?
No, I mean, I kind of expected these cities, you know, in any of these major cities that are known for very high median house prices, it's just jobs in general and people that can afford these house prices, it's not steady as it used to be. So I think the volatility is going to continue. But for Texas cities, I mean, I think Austin's the most volatile. I mean, I guess according to those listed, I was right. But yeah, San Antonio, we're kind of boring over here. And that's actually a thing. People in San Antonio have bumper stickers that says, keep San Antonio lame.
Thanks for watching this short of the Real Amigos podcast. For more live streams, hit here. For more clips, hit here. We'll catch you on the next one.